there, I'm Tammy Elliott, and thank you so much for joining my video blog where I will share useful tips to help you with your networking efforts. So one thing I'm getting asked all the time is, Tammy, how do you stay organized with all your follow-ups and your networking and the contacts that you meet? So what I do when I'm at a networking event, I really am not concerned at all about giving out my card. I'm more concerned about getting cards because I have more control that way. And after having a nice chat with somebody at a networking event, what I do is I say to them, you know what, let's stay in touch. Let's have a conversation after. Are you on LinkedIn? And so I do that so that I can go back and send them a LinkedIn invite. Now, what I would never do is say to them, let's stay in touch. Are you on Facebook? Sending someone a Facebook invite after a networking event is unprofessional. It's really rushing the relationship process too quickly. It's getting too personal too quick. So it's perfectly acceptable and professional to say, let's connect on LinkedIn. So when I get back, I take that card and right away I send them a LinkedIn invite and I override the default message, which is something like, I'd like to add you to my network. And I replace it with something like, you know what, really great to see you at the meeting. Let's book a chat with each other so that we can get to know each other better and feel confident referring clients to each other. And so what I do is I also take that card and enter that information into my CRM, my contact relationship management tool. What I use is Outlook. I love Outlook because I can put all the details in there, and there's a whole entire notes section, which means I can copy and paste entire emails into that notes section or put details of conversations I've had. What I love about Outlook as well is that it speaks to Constant Contact, which is the service I use for my newsletter. So I can actually click a button and a new contact will fire right over to my newsletter. So make sure I get that information in there right away, and then I actually don't need that card anymore. Right? Everything is automated now. And then what I do is I've sent them the LinkedIn invite, the information is in my CRM, and then I click the follow-up button on my Outlook, which will remind me later to call them. Because usually you'll find people kind of hide behind the computer and you don't always get an answer from an email. So I make sure that the follow-up button reminds me later to actually, place a call. So that's how I stay organized. And once I do talk to the person, I get permission from them to put them on my newsletter. So that's a kind of a top of mind strategy to make sure that we stay in touch with each other. So I hope that helps. If you have any questions, feel free to call me. Until then, we'll see you in the next video blog. Take care.